Before the video starts, I just wanted to say that there are flashing lights in this video due to the sun shining in here. But this is just an accident. I didn't mean to. If you experience photosensitivity, please do not look at the screen until the very end, where I will tell you that it's okay to look at the screen if you want to see the finished drawing. If you just want to hear me talk, put this on the background on low light and, well, just listen. I always heard stories of how the night meant death for us Fae, but I never took them seriously. Even as a child I was never scared of the dark, but all that changed when I decided to take a foolish stroll under the moonlight. I can never forget what I saw that night. The owls and bats trying to eat me were the least of my worries. No, it was the shadows that threatened to swallow me whole, the shadows that snuck up on me, the shadows that crawled up my skin, that were the real threat. They couldn't be avoided, they were everywhere. The only saving grace was the moon's light. The higher I flew, the less the shadows got. But the more I was in danger, as I was out in the open, ready to be eaten. Trees weren't safe either, as they were covered in such shadows. Neither my nor any home was visible anymore. I didn't have a way to get back to safety. My only option was to fly around, stay out as the shadows tried to creep their way up my body, and hope for the best. Though I was in luck, as it only took about an hour for the sun to start rising again. Found my home in the early morning sun, then vowed to never go outside at night. That was a story by Ewe, the famous fae who survived the night. Hey guys, so I hope you guys like this story. Yeah, let's get into some facts about my fae, or fairies. You can call them both fae or fairies. There are 3 different groups: light, animal, and nature group are the groups. The light group includes light, dark, fire, and rainbow fairies. The animal group includes mammal, fish, bird, amphibian, reptile, and insect fairies. The nature group includes water, flower, mushroom, tree, grain, grass, wind, dust, pollen, earth, stone, mineral, and diamond fairies. Overarching groups are those who live alone and those who travel in groups. Their wing colors are common. It is common for them to have singular or dual wing colors. It is rare to have 3 or no color. They can be all colors of the rainbow plus white or none at all. As for skin colors, they commonly have cool tones and warm tones, but neutral tones are very rare. They all have humanoid skin tones, so our skin tones. Something I forgot while coloring is that the eye color always matches the wing color. The architecture is made of wood or mud, and, well, you can see the style. I don't know if it's similar to anything. Now, as for magic, it is common for them to use floramancy, mycomancy, or xylomancy, but it is rare for them to use weather magic. Nature magic is the most common. Communication. They communicate using sign language, whistling, and writing. Now, they communicate in whistling in several different methods, but most commonly they have their set of letters, which is 2 high notes, 2 low notes, a W, and an S. Yeah, and for writing, they have a very simplistic writing system. It is an alphabet in most cases. Yeah. And anyways, they tend to live in gardens, forests, lakes, or fields. Their diet consists of fruits, grains, and seeds, mostly, but also veggies, nuts, pollen, and honey, though pollen and honey are more like drugs to them, so that's not really a diet. It is more closely to what we consider alcohol to be. Anyways, They cannot take spices, salt, or cooked meat, or meat in general. Now, for some basics. Their lifespan is 37 years on average. They mature at age 13, but can live up to 70 years. They are hunted as they are seen as nothing more than decor or prey, whatever you might call them. Like, they taste good, and they make nice decor because they glow in the dark. Yeah, that's a bit cruelty that is forced upon them. They are tinkerers and artists. They take bugs as carriers or pets, but large bugs and specifically because they are only 3 centimeters tall, or well, they are 3 centimeters tall, so larger bugs are the best as carriers for them. Their names are a first name, a middle name, and then the group name. The hierarchy is they have a leader, elected or inherited, and then everyone else stands equally. When the leader does not do what they want, so when they're being selfish or taking the resources for themselves, stuff like that, then they will be overthrown and replaced by somebody who's more qualified for the job. But the former leader will not be exiled or anything, they will be reintegrated into the group. Their family hierarchy has babies, parents, teens, and kids as the most valued, and the childless and elderly as the most undervalued. They have no class system, resources are shared, and communism is the norm. Their beauty standard is to be skinny, have delicate features with a heavy blush, eyeliner, tan skin, purple and just pale pinks is very good. As colors for their wings and eyes. Acne, they have is like as a beautiful thing, seen as a beautiful thing. Big mouth and big eyes are beautiful, as well as a small nose and small ears. Oh my gosh, I just realized I misdrew the ears on 2 of these fae. Well, that's a mistake. Sorry about that. They're not supposed to look like that. But anyways, long hair and warm skin tones are favored. The ugly people are, well, the opposite of skinny, so fat. They're more manly or masculine. They have no blush or acne. They have small eyes, very dark skin, as that is not seen as beautiful because it blends in with the night, Night means they're for fairies, as you guys heard in the previous story. Small eyes, greens and blues, and cool skin tones. Now, as for clothing, they have simplistic clothing, as you guys can see, made of various different flowers, grasses, and stuff like that. There are a lot more flowers that are giant that they can't put on as clothing, but that they use the leaves of for decor in their homes. The clothing is not meant to last, it is meant to be replaced very soon and given back to the earth. As for accessories, they like to use gems, silver, bronze, and gold. Bracelets, headwear, and earrings are common, and it is rare to wear necklaces. So I had to draw the one with a necklace. She is a religious figure. That's why she also has her hair cut. Anyways. The nations are, if they have any, rather small and not prominent. They have micronations, basically. By the way, their whistling language, I am pronouncing it just as the way I would write it down, because I cannot whistle. Anyways, they are mostly nomadic people and move from one place to another. So the nations that do exist are mainly within people's backyards. So there's the kingdom of Oi, Wio, and Ewi. Those are the 3 kingdoms. Well, no, Wio is a democracy. Anyways, as for religions, they're mostly polytheistic, with a focus on nature deities, and they celebrate death. They love all. They heavily go and think like night means death, and they do not fight. Traditions are masks are worn during rituals made out of wood, mostly bark masks. And some social issues are they are discriminatory against the disabled who cannot fend for themselves. Only the disabled who cannot fend for themselves. Because, as you can see, there's a fairy who's pretty much doing fine. Just being, her missing a leg self. Now, taboos are crying at a funeral and looking or seeming like you're in pain. Like, fairies never want to seem like they're in pain. I do not have a list of deities yet that are mostly worshipped across the main fairy people. For the remainder of this video, I would just like to thank the person who liked my video and subscribed to me and watched my video, of course. Thank you very much. And I would also like to say that I'm gonna have a subscriber special at 5 subscribers. I don't know what it is going to be yet, but if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments below, like my viewers here, just in general viewers. And as you can see, I was drawing this over a long period of time. By the way, this took 1.5 hours to ink and color. But it took, I don't know how long a sketch took, but I'm pretty sure it took also like half an hour. So it was more like a 2-hour piece of work, which is long, especially for like something so simplistic and with so many mistakes. And I wasn't even coloring properly towards the end, as you guys can see. But yeah, I'm really excited that I already have a subscriber, and honestly, I really want to just like, I don't know. I want to do something special for 5 subscribers, but I don't know what. I'm just excited. And oh, I found a bug. I hate bugs. Fairies like them. By the way, you guys can see the mini fairy like there in the distance. I will make her a little bit brighter using a white pen, gel pen. I will go in with white gel pens just to brighten up the wings and everything. There, you guys can see my shirt. Yeah. The video is coming to an end, and I'm gonna soon turn on the lights. Yeah, there. I could barely see this pen, by the way. It was really hard to see on this section. But here you guys can see how good this pen works. Yeah, I really don't have anything more to say. But I don't want to leave you guys in silence. So yeah, now you guys can see a little screen over of everything. It's not pretty, but it's an illustration and I like it, honestly. So yeah, that's the video. Goodbye.